Hey everyone, this is Andra, the Traveling and Saving Chief, and are you ready for a budget with me for the 1st to the 14th of August of 2024? If you are, stick around. All right, everyone, let's get started on this budget for the 1st to the 14th of August. We're starting with a budget of $3,500, and I'm going to discuss this rent over here on the side. I'll discuss that when I get through all of these numbers here. And then we will do the cash stuffing for my daily spending wallet right after we do this. Okay, so $3,500, the first expense that we have is the Upstart loan of $771. That payment is once a month, and that brings our balance down to $2,729. After that, we're going to budget for $600 of savings challenges. And for this right here, I actually want to do planning in this same video, but I think if I do the planning in the same video, it just makes it a pretty lengthy video. So while I was thinking about combining that, the cash stuffing and the planning, because it all has to do with this particular amount, and this one, the daily expenses, I thought that might just be too lengthy of a video. So I think I'm going to keep it separate for now. Anyway, the $2,729 minus the $600 brings us down to $2,129 minus daily expenses of $500. And that's what we'll be cash stuffing in the next part of the video. That brings us down to $1,629. Then the next expense is car and life insurance. And I wrote a little note for us for probably, the 1st to the 14th of September budget. This amount will be quite a bit lower because I'll be changing my cars to an on-base address since I'll be moving on base on Joint Base Andrews. So car insurance will be a little bit cheaper. And so for now, we're going to just leave that alone at the $269. And that's for my life insurance and 2 cars. I also have, what do they call it? It's a, something about higher value property, like for fur coats and like expensive jewelry. So I have a little bit, like if you're wondering why this is a little bit high. I mean, it seems high to me, but there's another policy that's on here as well for, it's not that much more a month, but anyway, that's what brings us up to $269. So when we subtract that, we have a balance of $1,360. Then this one, this 210 here is for the storage unit in Colorado. My daughter has been sending me money for this, but I still like to just include it in the budget just in case. That leaves us with $1,150. Next up, we need to finish paying the Audi payment for the car payment. And so we need another $185. That brings us down to $965. Then for the 100 envelope challenge, we've been budgeting $163 for every paycheck to get us all the way through to January of 2025 when I complete this challenge. And we're using this to pay off my debt number 6 in my debt snowball plan. And you guys, I'll have posted you're going to see this video. I'm recording on Sunday, the 28th. You're going to see this video on Tuesday, the 30th. But my debt confession update will post on Friday. I think that's the 2nd of August. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited, y'all. Woo-hoo. We got another payoff. So make sure you check that video out as well. All right, back to this. So we're going to subtract $163 takes us to $802. The next expense is my homeowners association for the condo in Colorado. And by the way, this storage unit is in Colorado. It's for the belongings that I took out of the condo because I have a renter right now, which we'll talk about here in a moment for this Colorado condo rent and all that jazz. All right, so subtracting $125 for the HOA fees brings us down to $677. Then we have a Macy's payment. Macy's is number 10 of my debt confessions. So that payment is $81. That leaves us with $596. This is the water bill for the condo in Colorado. So that is $48. That brings us down to $548. Next up is an Amex payment. That is $40. That brings us down to $508. And finally, there is a business expense of $40, which brings us down to $468. So I do want to leave this here as somewhat of a buffer. And there's a couple of different things that have to happen. I do have to get a, let's see, they said, I think a cashier's check or money order, or I don't remember what was there. I think there was a third option, but I do need a $250 pet deposit. We're just going to put this here. And that is for Piper. And this is refundable, but this is for base housing since I do pick up the keys on August 7th. So that's within this budget period. So we have to have that. And I do have sinking funds. So I'm not sure if I'm just going to transfer the money over from the sinking funds, or I'm not sure about that just yet. I just know I need to get a form of payment for when I go pick up the keys. I did already look at my rental. You guys, this is rental insurance either. I've never even said that. Car, life, and renter's insurance. Because I have all of this through USAA. Wow. Wow. Let me write that down so I don't forget for next time. Just as I'm talking to you guys, I remembered this has always had renter's insurance in it as well. I do have homeowner's insurance on my condo in Colorado, but it's for like the ownership insurance because it's a rental. So it's not for the belongings because that's what the tenant has to have over there. But I am a tenant as well. So I have to have renter's insurance for where I'm stationed in Maryland and my household goods, which are in some warehouse in Manassas, Virginia. I know it's complicated. Anyway, so we talked about the pet deposit. Now, let's talk about this rent. So I put this over here because my tenant will pay me $22.60, which I didn't write that down, but let me just explain it. So this is not my full paycheck. This is what goes into this USAA account for me to budget all of these expenses and such. Part of my paycheck goes to a different account, which is where I pay my mortgage out of for the condo in Colorado. I've never really explained that, but I think it's important now to understand, like, where is the money going and coming from, since I do like disclose quite a bit. So anyway, I want that to make sense. So I already have extra money that goes to a different account. That's how I pay this mortgage. So when I get this rent in from the tenant, that is my plan to use that to pay my new rent. So my new rent is going to be on base will be $2,200. Now they're going to deduct this straight from my paycheck. I don't know exactly when that's going to happen. Like, is it going to start in September? I'm not quite sure how that's going to go. So I'm glad I do have extra savings in case some of this gets like mixed up with my 15th of August paycheck. So I don't really know how that's going to go, because I guess they'll take it out of my housing allowance, this $2,200. So it's not like I just go pay them separately. Like, they take it out of my paycheck as a deduction. So anyway, I know there's some military people on here. You guys probably know better than me. So this is my first time living on base. So anyway, that is what's going to happen with the new rent that I have to pay on base when I get the keys on August 7th. So more to follow on that. This is the budget for the 1st to the 14th of August. So right now we're going to switch gears and we are going to do the cash stuffing. So let me get set up and we will get the cash stuffing complete for the daily expenses of $500. We'll do that next. All right, you guys, this should be $500. Let's go ahead and give it a count and make sure. We got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 320, 330, 340, 350, 355, 365, 75, 85, 95, 400. That's separated. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 500. Okay. Now, we've got that ready. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have left. Now, I am recording this on Sunday, so I'm going to leave these a couple dollars that I have left in here where they're at. I do have $20 in here for fuel. I'm going to leave that as well because that's going to get me through the rest of this week. I spent all of my beauty money, and I do have a little bit left in spending, 5, 10, 15, 25. I'm going to leave that in spending as well. And I don't think I have anything in household. Yep. So we're just going to roll those monies over. Now, I will tell you, I did take, I did take this money out of my wallet already, my spending wallet that I was just showing you. Okay, sorry about that. So I did take this $20, $45, $50 out of my wallet already so that we could finish up July. Our Dream a Little Dream Box by Kimmie at Beige and Girl Budgets. So we're going to go ahead and circle or color in my little clouds. We have been saving $100 a month out of my spending. So that means that I really don't need the $500 because I've been able to, or I do need it, and I've been just so excited to save this money that this has been working to cause me to spend less. I don't know which one it is, but I often call that mind effing myself. I don't want to say the word on YouTube, but you guys get the point. And I do need to pull this out though, because I've been putting the actual cash into my high yield savings and putting these placeholders. So the last 2 months I do need to go deposit those. Oops. So now we will work on August, and then this will be a nice little $1,200 at the end of the year as well. That can go towards debt or whatever I need it to go towards. Get in there. Okay. We've got the $500 here. Sorry guys, I had got somebody at the door, so my mind is thrown off a little bit. So we do need to start with the $53 that we need to put into this challenge, which you guys look how fat this thing is getting big, in the words of Brandy Janae. So this one, we're going to be stuffing the $16 and the $37. So 37 minus 16 is the $53 that we need for this. So let's grab, for the 37, we want a 20, a 10, a 5, and 2 ones. For the 37, I want this 20 with this little stuff on it. I don't think I want that one. That one's nicer. Okay. So we got the 37 for that one. What'd I say? 37 and then 16. So we're going to grab a nice 10, a 5, and a 1 for that spot. And I do this every Friday. I usually do it in shorts. I have a whole playlist on that if you're interested. It moves pretty quickly and it's got some catchy music. So check out my 52 Friday challenge if you haven't already, please. And thank you. All right, in food, we're going to put 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2. It's pretty standard. This is for any coffee. I've been going to Aldi and getting all my stuff for my lunches. And any, if I get like Jersey Mike's or Chipotle Bowl or Mezza, it's a yummy Mediterranean place. Those are the places I typically frequent. For gas, we need to put, let's see, 20, 40, 60, 70. We probably won't even need this much, you guys. But let's put 70 in fuel. And we're going to leave that 20 that's already there. For beauty, I don't need anything done in beauty right now because I already got my eyebrows arched with the threader She did my eyebrows this past week, so I don't look like a fuzzy bear anymore. Oh, you guys, I didn't even subtract. 200 for food, and then I did 70, right? I did 70 for gas. I don't need anything for beauty. And then spending, I don't think I need anything for household, you guys. So really and truly, the rest of this can all just go for spending. So this should be $177, but I don't want to put all these fives in here. So we're going to see if I can do some condensing here, but not right on camera. I'll do that after. But let's just count real quick. 20, 40, 50, 5, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 76, and 77. Yep. So 177 for spending. Yeah, I'm not going to put that in there because that's going to be too fat. So yeah, I'm just going to set that in my wallet. And that'll be it. I am all stuffed. I am all stuffed for the next 2 weeks. $0. And the planning video will be next. So I don't think I'm going to put that in with this video, but I'm only at 20 minutes, 20 and a half minutes. So maybe I will. All right, guys. Either that'll be next or I will talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks. Bye.